When you think of a business owner whose goals are to make a difference in the world, you're probably not going to be thinking of a black guy rocking a black tee, chain, do-rag, but that business owner is me. In this video, I'm going to relax a bit and talk to you a little more about who I am as a person, what my goals are in life as a businessman, and why they are what they are. Now, before we get started, as you can see from previous videos, I tend to wear dress shirts and a little more formal attire. What is your preference, though? There's going to be a poll up here in the corner. Tell me, do you prefer seeing me in casual wear, or would you much rather me continue to be the standard image of a businessman and wear dress shirts, or do you like to see both more often? You know, I'm trying to change the image of what a businessman is and what it means to be a business owner. So that's a little of why I flip-flop between my apparel. Is that something that you even care about? Let me know in the comments below and go ahead and vote. Let's make this a discussion. Now, let's dive in. What's up, everyone? Welcome to TVT, the Visionary Tycoon. I'm your host, Kendrick, and I'm going to take this moment to explain to you who I am, not only as a businessman, but as a man. I'm going to try my best to make this brief because I have done quite a bit in my past and I still have a long way to go. If you want to know a little more detail as to how I was brought up and what formed me to become who I am today, or inspired my goals and where I want to go in life, check out this video up here, and let me let you know it's going to be a long one, but that's me being as transparent as I've ever been comfortable with. So take a look at that. You can learn a lot about me, and feel free to comment if there's something more that I left out that you're curious about knowing. So, who am I? I'm Kendrick Done, aka the Visionary Tycoon, aka House Buyer Kendrick, aka a lot of things, Specialist Done, whatever you want to call me. I have a lot of aliases due to my past and how I have grown. I come from a small town in Arkansas called Blytheville, where anybody who's from that area knows that there's not really a lot going on. You don't really have a lot of options. Unfortunately, Arkansas, especially that particular part of it, is still about 25 years behind when it comes to culture, technology, opportunity, etc. So there's still racism that plays a huge part as to whether or not you can get jobs in certain places and be able to afford to put food on your table. There's still gang violence and stuff. People still want to rep this and that gang and act like they matter, which for another video, it don't. Like, the gangs that you claim and stuff, you're not accomplishing shit. You're wasting your time and putting yourself as well as the people who look up to you at risk. So yeah, but anyways, it's not a very pleasant place. It has its good. I came from there. Luckily, I decided to not become a product of my environment and to learn from the mistakes of not only my parents but others who I watched as I grow. And by that I mean I'm not someone who's born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I didn't have the proper parenting. Dad not in the picture, mother not the best, but I still survived. I luckily had grandparents to take me in and show me what you can do with pure willpower. They grew up in a time where just because they have some melanin in their skin, you could get killed from drinking from the wrong water fountain in the South, you know. So they had it a lot more rough than I ever did, despite the drugs, the violence, and everything else that was around me. They had it a lot worse, and that's why I look up to them so much and respect the hell out of what they were able to accomplish. They were able to own banks, own businesses, own real estate, and build everything themselves. You know, my grandmother still today a business owner, a real estate investor. She owns property and gains revenue from that. Granted, I didn't even know about most of this and as I grew up, but these are still positive influences that I was fortunate enough to have growing up, despite whether or not I showed appreciation to it. Flash forward a little bit. Due to my past, I wasn't the most popular guy in school and things of that nature. I stayed getting bullied. I stayed in trouble for wanting to skip because eventually the pressure got too bad. I developed a little bit of a temper that caused me to get into trouble and things like that until I eventually had to work on that. I found out that I was pretty creative. I was good at drawing, good at singing, good at making music. I created a band. We performed a little bit, made an album, and that album or a song from that album was able to touch a fan and prevent them from committing suicide, which blew my mind because I wasn't trying. I was just expressing myself. After that, I decided to look at myself and figure out what can I accomplish if I actually put in effort. Long story short, again, check out this video if you want to see the full story. I had a few more ups and downs and bumps along the road before I fully transitioned into who I am today. I made some poor decisions when it came to relationships, traveling, finances, things of that nature, who I befriend, and etc., which resulted in me going broke, damn near becoming homeless, deciding to join the Army National Guard, and various other things in order to try to get my life back on track. It also created some negatives as well. It ended up creating or sparking social anxiety in me, as well as various other issues that I don't really disclose. There's not really many people who know about everything that goes on in my life, not even family. But I didn't let these things stop me. Instead, I took it in, put myself on the back burner, and consistently looked at the world around me and tried to figure out why this world is the way it is. We have still to this day a lot of poverty, a lot of anger, a lot of hatred, racism, etc. But no one's born like that. No one's born, wanting to be poor. No one's born with hatred in their heart. All of this is taught. All of this comes from various communities and things of that nature. So why? Where does it stem from exactly? That's some of the questions that I wanted to ask. Why is it that with all the technological advances, we still are struggling to pay bills when damn near water and electricity should be free by now? We have the technology to make it so why not? There's more profitable businesses out there that can bring in just as much, if not more, money than the oil industry and etc. So looking at these, I was like, why are we still doing this today? Why are we parked on dumb and stuck on stupid, as my grandfather would say? I don't have the answers to everything, but what I was able to learn in this reflection, in this observation of the world around me, was that a lot of the world's issues stem from poverty, fear, and ignorance, just not knowing, just not having the proper information afforded to them. So knowing these things, I at least want to tackle these issues. Right now, I'm currently in a growing stage. I launched my clothing line, Domani Wear. Currently, it's the website, I believe today, is down. I'm doing some repairs in the back end and working on my marketing strategy so that I can come back tenfold and really push the brand to grow. My brand, Domani Wear, a percentage of its profit goes towards helping the homeless people here in America. Something that I figure I may as well do. I get tired. I'm a big guy. I was brought up, that men are tough, we don't cry, etc. I can break a bone, and though I might scream a little bit because, that shit hurts, I won't cry. I will try my best not to complain because it's just how I was raised. However, when I first moved to Texas and I saw the amount of homeless individuals living under bridges, etc., that brought me to tears. And the fact that there's so much opportunity in this area, the DFW area, it made no sense as to why there wasn't resources or funds in place to help this. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a fan of nonprofit organizations. I will never own one, mainly because of this. Some people feel that, oh, you shouldn't have to make money to help someone, which is why, there's a lot of nonprofit organizations that aren't doing shit. A lot of nonprofit charities who still to this day haven't made the type of progress that they advertise they would like to make. The reason being is because when you're not making a profit, all you're doing is breaking even, which limits how many people you can help. So I thought of a way that I can not only grow my brand and profit, but help other individuals and scale that so that the more I grow, the more people I can help. I never want to cap myself to where I am limited on who I can help, because there's billions of people in the world who are still struggling, and I would like to do my part to help as many people as possible. Starting right now, I'm trying to help the homeless with my clothing line. I'm in the process of building a business that will help single mothers and veterans who are falling down on their luck. I am currently serving, and I know what it's like to have people not give a damn about you making that choice and to sit and watch you struggle and become homeless. Been there, done that, never want to do it again. For that reason, I'm going to try my best to help there. I got a 6 months plan and getting ready to start a group, an accountability group for anyone who would like to participate in this 6 month plan. And what this is, essentially your New Year's resolution, but you're being held accountable for it by everyone else who's in a group. So what you would do is I have a document where you can write your 6 months to a year plan for 2020 and post it within the group, and everyone who's a part of the group can look at it, see what you've checked off on as far as what you've completed and what your goals are. I want to bring back community. Internet has caused a world of segregation where we just only associate with individuals who are like ourselves, where we never go out and see what the other person needs. Like back when I was growing up, you can go to your neighbor and ask for a cup of sugar to make some Kool-Aid if you needed it. Nowadays, I can't even tell you who some of my neighbors are, and I don't like that. So with this group, I want to bring that back even on the smallest of scales, where you put your goals, what they are. People can call you out if it's a certain month and you still haven't achieved anything, and also ask you, what kind of help do you need accomplishing your goals? I want to be able to help someone who might be struggling. So I will teach you whatever I've learned along the way if I can help. And if I can't help you, I will point you in the direction of someone who can. All you got to do is join a group, post your goals, and let's help each other grow with them. My goals are pretty simple: to help as many people as possible. Starting off with simple things that I know that I'm learning, which is real estate and business owning as far as fashion go. I love fashion, urban fashion. Decided to make a clothing line. Instead of just pushing out clothes, I'm trying to make a difference with said brand. With real estate, not only am I wanting to buy and sell and grow a portfolio, but I'm also wanting to use said portfolio to help those who aren't necessarily capable of helping themselves right away, who may have hit a couple rough patches in their life that needs a little assistance to get over this hurdle. From there, I'm going to go into technology. I'm going to invest into a few brands. I'm not going to disclose of them just yet, but they are really on the right track with making biodegradable, clean energy that, granted, needs some work when it comes to where they can accomplish, but the fact that this technology will ultimately, with the right funding and the right guidance, be able to get rid of electrical bills and various other things that we have, like pollution, etc. It's a step in the right direction, and various other technological ventures that I have planned. Reason for it is because I don't trust anyone. If that, not to sound like I'm paranoid or anything like that, I just don't. Like, why should I trust a politician or another business owner to do something that I, as an individual, am capable of doing myself? Waiting and asking for handouts has never been my style. Going to protest, that shit's never made sense to me. Because protests and handouts, etc., all those words are just going to fall on the same deaf ears of the people who didn't give a fuck to begin with. You know, whether you're black, you're white, gay, straight, whatever the issue is, take the necessary action to fix it yourself. Like I said in this video, take action or shut the fuck up. And that's something I'm applying to my own life. I'm going to take action. I'm taking action. And I'm not expecting anybody else to help anyone else to give a damn, or nor do I care if they do, because regardless, I'm going to make this happen, because I couldn't live with myself if I knew that I was capable of so much and I had to raise children in a world that's exactly the way I was brought up in, because I was too lazy to make a change. It's not going to be easy. It never will be. It never is. But someone has to do it. It's just like being in the army. It's not for everybody, but someone has to do it. And I'm that someone. This video, I know, was a little all over the place. I told you it was going to be a little more relaxed. Hopefully I explained a little bit of who I am, what my goals are, as clear as I can while being as vague as possible, because I don't want to go into too much detail. I don't want this to be an extremely long video. But if you would like to track my progress and watch me grow, and if you like this type of content, feel free to hit the subscribe button followed by the notification icon so you can be notified when I post my next video, which will be every Monday. I'm Kendrick, and this is the Visionary Tycoon, where I will talk about real estate, financial advice, physical and mental wellness, as well as document my progress towards making a difference in the world. With that said, I'm out.